Hello friends, how are you doing today? Have you ever noticed something repeating often, like numbers or patterns and even memories? And somehow your brain is trying to define what it all means. You're not alone, my friend. But first, hi, my name is Sheila, and thank you for this conversation. If you are returning, welcome back. And if you are new, I am so happy that you are here, and thank you for being here. Lately, I always say lately, but yes, it's always been a realization. I feel like every day is just a realization. But if you're someone like me, sometimes you tend to spiral when you try to associate signs. And not that it's I don't know if it's a bad thing, good thing, or bad thing, but what I'm trying to say is I had been associating signs and trying to find meaning to them. And with that, I will read to you what my thoughts are on the process. I realized, or I am realizing more and more, that repetition isn't always a message from the universe. Sometimes it's just my nervous system looking for reassurance while I am in between this chapter. I hope that this phrase resonates with someone, because let me repeat it. Sometimes it is my nervous system looking for reassurance while I am in my in-between chapter. I feel that, we all look for things. We all look for answers. We're looking for meaning to maybe life, to what we're doing here, to so many things. And it gets us into a confusion, but maybe it doesn't have to be this way. I found that our brain creates this pattern recognition, and I believe, I don't know the terminology, but it does create a pattern recognition, which associates to the things that we have unintentionally given meaning to. So let's say we have had a big trauma or something very emotional happening in our life, a breakup or something associated with a job. We have the tendency to want, especially if there has not been any continuity or any closing, our brain wants to naturally close the pattern, close the story. So in that way, sometimes we tend to want to find answers as to why this happened, or what these numbers associated to this emotion or event means. And sometimes it doesn't have to mean anything. It can just mean that this is something that is fading away, and maybe that is the closure. So we therefore tend to notice it more because our mind spots the thing amongst everything else. It's like buying a red car, and suddenly you just see red cars everywhere just because you bought it. Our brain looks for certainty and wants confirmation. associates it with being guided sometimes. And in some case, maybe so. Maybe we are guided, and this is where we have to learn to be in tuned. We have to learn to know what our intuition is saying rather than what our brain is calculating and creating, if that makes sense. Because there is intuition, and then there's also the safety pattern that our brain creates for us, so that it's protecting us, right? So I'm still learning. I'm still learning how to associate whether it is pattern or whether it is intuition. You know, it's a gentle daily practice, and I hope that I hope that you are probably more aware than I am in that sense. And if you are, please share your thoughts below. And yeah, you'd notice how things or objects are intensified. But then, when you stop, you just pause for a minute, you can return to yourself, to your center. Your breath work helps returning to your center. Your routine helps. Ooh, I just saw a bird. Have you seen the movie Squirrel? It's like Squirrel. I digress. You know, your routine, your breath work, these things help you return back to your center, so that maybe you can differentiate whether it is pattern or whether it is your intuition actually guiding you. Everything starts to fade away, and you become calm and you find the answers. It's still a gentle practice for me, but I am becoming more aware of these things slowly but surely. And of course, life has weird things happening where you don't know exactly. But trusting your gut and your gut intuition is the most important thing in a lot of aspects. So finding a way to return to your higher self, your self within, is key. So the moment I stopped asking, what does this mean, and started to trust myself, everything started to feel quieter. Not everything that repeats is a sign. Sometimes it's just a reminder to come back to yourself. No names, no numbers, no attachments. Just yourself. So hopefully some essence of that made sense to you, because this is something that I've been going through in my journey of becoming who I want to be. And my brain is in constant search of routines, constant search of safety, constant search of meaning. And yes, I do believe in faith. I do have faith, and I know that there are certain things you can't explain. I've had many things that I can't explain happen to me. So I do know that these moments happen. But also, we have to have the trust within ourselves. We have to build that trust. And this is what I'm working on. So I hope this was insightful. And maybe this is a start to a conversation. I can't wait to hear what you have to say in the comments below. Until then, I'll see you soon. And yeah, I always do at the end of the video, I try to put myself out there a little bit more. So if you care to take a look at some of the products that I make, and if it aligns to you, it always has to align to who you are at the state of your life. You can take a look at my website. It's called Bees and Botany, and I will put the link in the description. And until then, stay true to yourself, be safe, you got this, you are more than enough, and remember that. Ciao, see you soon.